Hello students, welcome to the 64-bit edition of the SecurityTube Linux Assembly Expert course and certification. Now in this video, we will look at the GDB Test Solution. Now honestly, I think if you have not cracked the GDB problem, go back to the primer and have a look at it. This test solution is really just for the sake of completeness of the courseware. So let's jump right in. So here's the file I have. Now when we load this from within GDB, and I can use -q for quiet so that you don't see a lot of the trace which you see when GDB starts up, GDB_test. And if you notice, the first thing this says is no debugging symbols, right? So why don't we go ahead and make our life easier by giving ourselves some debugging symbols? And that was the only reason why I included the gdb_test.c file as well, so that you can include the symbols. How do you do that? Very simply, we recompile the program with the -g GDB option, and all of this was discovered, all of this was discussed in the GDB Mega Primer. So, if you've gone through it, you should know. gdb_test.c -o gdb_test should take a moment. And now when we load up gdb_test inside GDB, you would actually see that the symbols have been read comfortably. Fantastic. Let's hit the list command so that we can see the program. Now if you notice, this is the place where the decision making is happening, right? If string compare argv1, which is what we enter, really matches Pentester Academy pass, which is referenced by P, then go ahead and print welcome to the SLAE 64-bit course. If they do not match, go ahead and print it's time to review the GDB videos. So it's obvious we need to tamper with this specific decision statement. So let's set a breakpoint for line number 10. And now let's clear the screen, run the program, and the input we are going to give it is just hello, right? That is the password it's going to compare against. And we've hit the breakpoint. Now the important thing to note is that argv1 is what goes ahead and references the string which we've entered. So print argv1. If you notice, this pretty much says hello, and if I do a print p, this would basically be Pentester Academy pass. Right now, it's obvious that hello and Pentester Academy pass are totally different strings, and hence the string compare would go ahead and fail, and basically it would now go ahead and tell us that we have to review the GDB videos. So what do? Super simple. N number of ways you can do it. Here is one simple way. Set variable p, right? And we basically say equals argv1. Right now let's look at basically p. And if you notice, p now says hello as well, right? And now what we can do is we can very simply continue running the program. And there you go. This basically tells us welcome to the SLAE 64-bit course. Please proceed to the next video. Awesome. Now there are a ton of ways, guys, by which you can go ahead and do it. And honestly, this is just one way. I've shown you how to change memory, which means you could do stuff where, argv1 basically could end up pointing to P or the string Pentester Academy rather than hello. So many such variations are possible. Honestly, you can, if you know a little bit of assembly, you can go ahead and basically set up a breakpoint at this location where string compare is being called, and then play with the response which is stored in the EAX register, which actually stores the return value, right? So many things you can do, but honestly, if you've done any of those different options and managed to crack this program, fantastic. you at least know how to use GDB in a decent way, right? If not, go back, please review. The reason I'm insisting so much is I will not be spending any time in looking at GDB basics, right? And that's the reason I created the GDB Mega Primer. Okay, that's all for this video. Thank you very much.